This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, a bit planner, Kempower and bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Today we're going to do a 1000 kilometer challenge of this Maxus eTerron 9. I tested the Maxus pickup truck before. That was the ET90. It was charging not very fast, around 65-70 kilowatt. This is charging way faster. According to spec, it's supposed to be 115 kilowatt max. I actually tested today and I got 125 kilowatt. No, that was yesterday, yeah, whatever. So it seemed to charge fairly fast, at least versus before. But how fast is it going to be for 1000 kilometer challenge? Because we're going to expect some crazy high consumption here. It's a big beast, 5.5 meters. And according to my calculation, we're supposed to do it in 11 hours and 20 minutes. Really? It's even going to be faster than the Ford F-150 Lightning. We need to test this. So, yeah, it is a big ass beast. Well, let me show you now. Oh yeah, I need to test, by the way, if it works or not. No, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. I went to this. Look here. We have brought the microwave oven. So we have vehicle to load in the front and in the bed also, and also in the charge port. But okay, let me check something here. I forgot, we need to test while we are charging completed. Dude, we've been charging completed at 99%. No, are you sure about that? Maybe I stopped charging on accident. Not be. Start charging. This is strange. Will it work? Is this starting completed? Let me check something here. If you go to vehicle to load, it cannot start vehicle to load while we are plugged in. Man, that kind of messes up everything. But I need to test if it works on DC. We have the outside vehicle to load and inside. None of that work. Ah, shit. Maybe the whole plan will fail. Okay, whatever. But, are we gonna start with 99%? What happened to 100%? Let me try to plug in again. Okay, I don't know what's wrong, but the car decides that 99% is charging completed. No matter what I do, I re-plug in, I press the start charging, nothing happens. Okay, we start with 99% then. It doesn't matter, right? We can't drive too far before we need to charge anyway. So if we go here, I navigated towards Hogstorp. That's 243 kilometers away. Can we make it there? Well, let's find out. I'm gonna do all the preparation and we start right before 11 actually, Saturday night. We are now charging at Hogstorp. We came with 9%. Oh. All right, all good. V3 supercharger, it works. Yeah. So right now I want some food, but I have to check something here. I prepared all the food, but can we cook it? Oh yeah, we're getting 122 kilowatt. Well, great. It's gonna be flat like this all the way until around 62 or 63%. But let me check something here. If I go to this menu, V2L, oh shit! I cannot use vehicle to load while we are DC fast charging. It's like the Korean cars. I don't know what kind of limitation it has. Only when it. Oh wait. Look. Oh no, wait. We have too low state of charge. Okay, let's wait for 20% then. Wait, a little bit of error here. You see, this charge is allowed only when the vehicle to load limit is lower than the current power. No, not power, energy. They keep mixing power energy. A car manufacturer shouldn't do that. Okay, but once we hit 20%, we'll see if we can go for it or not. We're at 21%. We're taking 124 kilowatt, but we can still not start vehicle to load. And outside, obviously not also. So yeah, it seems to have the same limitation as the Korean cars. But man, how am I gonna cook my food with a microwave oven? Well, remember to always bring EcoFlow. Oh yeah. Well, all good. We have set up everything in the bed here. Yeah, actually, there is another well, there's actually 2 Shukus here, but we can also simply not use them while we are charging, which is weird because, you know, we are DC fast charging and the vehicle to load uses the onboard charger. Why can't we use it? Ich weiß nicht. Well, okay. So, first I need to prepare this. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have protected. Oh. Yeah, I protected the plate here. So you're gonna prepare the microwave oven. There, it's ready. And then you see we have ketchup og sennep, sprøstekt løk, hot dog, and buns. All right, let's get cracking. I guess I can start with 2 hot dogs first, right? I'm kind of hungry now. 2 hot dogs, and then into the microwave oven. I think it's around 900 watts. Spread them out a little bit. Spread them, spread them. And then, wait. 1 minute? I'm not sure how long. See, on the EcoFlow here, we're pulling 12, wow. It actually pulls 1270 watts. This is some powerful microwave oven. Oh, I just realized we have light there towards the bed. Huh? Look at this beast, man. It's awesome. It's way better than before. Wow. Okay, well, I could close the front now since I'm not using it. Doesn't matter really. It's so nice to have motorized front. Once you've gotten used to it, there's no way back. And look at this badass front, huh? It kind of has that presence similar to F-150. Wow. Wait, can we check now how far we have charged? I can check on this side while we are cooking the hot dogs. Let's see. Oh, we're at 32%. Wait, I better hurry. The charger's kind of fast now. Okay. How is my food going? Oh yeah, look at this. Huh? Well, okay, let's nuke it a little bit more. Maybe 30 more seconds. And then we should be good. Wait. How do you heat the buns? Yeah, you know, it has the crisp feature. It has grill, I forgot. It has grill, see here. Let me show you here. Okay, okay. Are they ready now? This seems to be good, right? Okay, now let's try the grill. You see there, it has a grill element. So if you put the buns inside and then just click on grill and then, I don't know, 2 minutes. Then it should fire up the grill elements. So now it pulls less power than when it's microwave mode. But you can also go the crisp mode, but I'm not gonna go too crazy on it. Wait, it should heat up. It takes a while. Oh no, the problem is that if you use the grill, you should get the thing closer. On top there is this stand you put it on when you use the crisp mode, so... is anything happening there at all? Oh yeah, after a minute or so, it starts heating up. Now we're cooking. And then, yeah, with all this cooking, I didn't charge the EcoFlow to 100%. It was at 81 or 82%. You see, you're using a couple of percent for cooking, so this is plenty, man. And now for the build. You take the bun, put in the hot dog, your sauces, here. And then of course, sennep, ketchup og sennep. That's how we roll in Norway and also Sweden. Sprøstekt løk, of course. I can't believe it that we are now on the 7th of November or something, and it's 7 degrees outside. It's supposed to be 0 degrees outside at night. Let's try. Gordon Ramsay approves. Look at this. No type 3C discharge, right? We'll find out tomorrow morning. Now we're done eating and we're almost good to go. So let's see. Let's get some drinks. nice camping. You see, it might not charge that fast, but it goes flat 125 kilowatt all the way until over 60%. Huh? All right, 27 minutes so far. We went from 9% now to 60%. Oh, okay, let me see. The screen is too bright and it is already at the lowest intensity. Yeah, now we start throttling, but just gently. And that's gentle throttling. So ideal charging for this car, for this challenge, is to go to 60 to 65%. Yeah, and then stretching it to 70 or a little bit past 65 would also be okay-ish. Yeah, I'll see. All right, it has throttled to around 90 kilowatt. We're gonna go for 70%. So by going to 70% versus 65%, we lose roughly 1 minute on this session, you know, total. So as long as we don't go to 70% all the time, then we're not gonna lose that much time. But also, yeah, 32 minutes now, so it's going to be around 30, I don't know, 33, 34. I'm gonna leave anytime soon. But you know, you might be wondering, hey, since the consumption is so high, wouldn't it be better to drive slower? No. General rule of thumb is that as long as you're charging way faster than you are discharging, then it pays off to hammer it. And you can take 400 watt-hour per kilometer, multiply by 125 kilometers per hour, and you get 50 kilowatt. So we are discharging at 50 kilowatt, but we are pumping in over 100 kilowatt, or even now 85 kilowatt. So it still pays off to hammer it. Yeah. Right, 70% done. And then how do you reset the trip after start? Well, let me show you. First, we stop charging. Okay. And then, just like most other Chinese cars, you leave the car. Well, okay, maybe I should disconnect here first. All right. Oh, I need to, man, this is kind of clumsy. But to put in the butt plugs also. It's not properly sealed. There, okay. And then you lock down the car. Yeah, all right. And then you unlock. And then every time you enter it, you see now, it has been reset. Yeah. And then once you, okay, and then it says not buckled. Okay, let's go. And then the music starts, of course. And then when you mute it, you will see that you mute the music, but it still plays back in the background. Why? When they make software for cars, why don't they use common sense? There is no point to mute the music and still play it in the background. Oh, and then every time you start the car, the camera mirror comes on and you have to press and hold it to get the optimal thing back. Look here. This beast from the east goes so schnell. Okay, 110 kilometers per hour. That's my cruising speed. There. Oh yeah. Wait, and then wanna set the, come on, auto steer. No, it's gonna flicker. Press and hold. There. Now I lock on auto steer. Yeah. This is so much better than the old with the ET90. ET90 didn't have auto steer. It didn't have adaptive cruise control. It didn't even have cruise control altogether. It was just so bad. But I'm gonna show you a weird thing here. Is that when you look in the rear mirror now, you can see that screen there. I don't know, can you see it there? High now? Which is this screen reflected on this that screen there, and then double there. So it's kind of okay. Now it's pitch dark, but normally when you're driving and there is some street lights, every time you look in the rear mirror, you see the reflection of that screen. Did they not notice this when they were developing the car? We are now at Himmler, arrived with 7%. If they say the charge scale is linear, I could have charged with 65% and arrive here with 2%. But okay, whatever. 7%, that's deep enough. So now, I'm gonna get out. And you know, when I tested a couple of days ago, the car was failing handshake on Ioniq chargers because they are heavier. So just a coincidence, I just ended up with V3 supercharger. Here, no problem with handshake because the plug is so light. Okay, so for now, we're gonna use the V3. And then here, nothing to do because everything is closed here at night. The gas station, the bakery, but no problem. Gonna nuke some more hot dogs. All right, 69%, we're almost good to go. This took 33, almost 34 minutes. And then the plan now is, this map is really weird, let me show you. It's north up, but it seems to be slightly tilted or maybe crushed. Yeah, they just crushed the aspect ratio in the wrong, okay. I'm gonna go all the way to the turnaround point. Oh, whoa, 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 no. All the way to the turnaround point here at Hallandsås and then go north and then charge at Halmstad. So that's 122 kilometers. But oh shit, what I'm dying to know now is once we hammer it in the 120 zone, how high is the consumption gonna be? Okay, good to go. 34.5 minutes. And you see, like most Chinese cars, the consumption is capped. And this car is actually capped relatively high. 600 watt-hour per kilometer is the cap. But you can actually hit this if you're pulling 3.5 tons. We are now on the concrete surface around Falkenberg, and wow, I have to say, man, the noise levels here aren't that bad. Okay, let me move over to the left lane and get a feel how it is. Okay, here is better, of course, because it's not as rough as the right lane, but still, even on the right lane here, you know, I'm pretty sure that we have way more noise in a Polestar 2, for example. Yeah, Polestar 2 is actually quite noisy. Many people don't know that. But here, compared to the old, like the ET90, this is way better comfort, way better noise, and also way more power. So, okay, you guys have seen that. Wait, okay. The software might be annoying. Yeah, and also this. When I just change on the wiper, every time I change the wiper, it bonks at me. And lots of other annoying things with this car, but it seems like the software is the weakest point, whereas the hardware seems to be quite good. Very impressive. Let me see. Do we have headwind? Slight headwind. And also, headlights seems quite good. Good spread, good strength. Wow. I'm actually impressed. I am impressed. Yeah. We've been driving for 21 minutes now in the 120 zone, and look at the consumption. 486 watt-hour per kilometer. Holy macaroni, this car is thirsty. But it's actually not as thirsty as the Geländewagen. And I even feel that this is still more efficient than the way bigger F-150. Huh? Look at that. We're gonna find out eventually once we finish the challenge. Yeah, time will show, just like William Lee said. We are now going downhill, down Hallandsåsen. It's a quite long downhill. I'm going to show you something here, which is bad with this car. You see here, okay, the brake lights are, well, I think they're on, right? The car is braking using friction brake to go downhill, and there's no regen. If I disengage cruise control now, then you suddenly see that if I try to maintain 110, the speed limit that I always drive, then you suddenly see minus something here, which is regen. So, this car does not regen to reduce speed if we are using cruise control. So if I go back here, there, See, if I reduce speed here, it would just brake instead. Just like other cars from Psych. Well, well, well. We are now at Halmstad. We arrived with 15%. That's way too high. But you know, the navigation there doesn't give me any estimation of how much I need. So I was guessing, and I was guessing worst case. So it was still kind of thirsty, but not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, anyway, here, yet another V3 supercharger. Plenty of stalls. So yeah, next stop, I'm not sure when I'm gonna, how far I'm gonna drive now. But it seems like I should be able to go around 150 to 170. What? Dude. There's a fox on the roof. No wonder why the consumption was so high. What are you doing up there? Okay, let me put it in the back here. Man, all these foxes I keep running into. Okay. Yeah, this is actually going better than expected. So now we can finally get a Circle K stop. This is the first time on this challenge I can stop Circle K. Oh, right, I'm kind of running low on supplies. I finished all the hot dogs. So then it's time for some pee break and then half an hour. No, it's not gonna be half an hour this time. Maybe around 25 minutes only. Yeah! We are at Ioniq. I have a slight problem because I cannot unlock the charge port, and let me show you guys the problem here. So I try to use this charger here. Connect OK. Start. I cannot click on it because I think the screen is kaput. It tends to bug on many of the Ioniq screens, but then now it works. It wouldn't unlock the charge port. Now it unlocked. Okay, let me move over to the Alpitronic. Hopefully they are better. Well, can we at least check if the screen is working before we? This is kaput. What about this? Okay, this is working. All right, let's try here. Okay, it worked finally. I might have lost around 3 minutes. But I'm not sure if I should deduct it or not, because, from time to time, some of the screens on some of the Ioniq chargers might be kaput, right? But you need to also ABC, always blame car, because the car locked the charge port. And I went inside and tried to unlock it, and there was no way to low back. Huh? Dude! Don't bug me about low battery mode when we are charging at 120 kilowatts. No, but man, this is silly. But there was no unlock charge port option here. So I'm actually gonna blame the car. Because if I was able to recover quickly, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I might have lost 3 minutes. So I don't know, guys, should we deduct 3 minutes or not do anything? Okay. Since I had such a long charging stop every time, I need to go to the restroom, so Ioniq charge is way over there. And then I didn't bring the camcorder. Went to McDonald's. Had to go to the restroom. But yeah, the advantage with long charging stop is that you can actually take that trip by foot. It's 400 meters, which usually takes, well, you fast walk like here, it takes 4 minutes. But you know, if you have a fast charging car, then you spend almost 10 minutes just walking back and forth. So, but here with half an hour stops, then no problem. And I also tend to take this fastest path, which is not maybe the safest path, but at night, it doesn't matter. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the car. I think by the time we get there, we still need to wait a little bit before we are ready for 65% this time. We're now at Ioniq Strømstad. Oh, yeah. So, first I was about to back in, but then I realized that, oh wait, the cable might not reach if I back in, so I have to park like a douchebag. Fortunately, I'm doing the challenge at night, so I'm not bothering. Or actually, it's morning now. To check here, what is the time? It's 8 in the morning. Oh shit! So let me show you what the problem here is. Nobody should ever design a car where the charge port is very far away from one of the corners of the car. Like here, it's around, I don't know, over a meter from there to here. So ideally the charge port should be back here somewhere. I don't remember where it was on the F-150. But the problem is that if you back in here, the cable here might not be long enough to stretch over there, and you have to have a little slack. You don't want to park too close to the charger, right? So, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe if I have time, maybe if you're not in the challenge, I should test to see if it goes, if it works. I know that at least Kempower, they have long enough cable, so it works. But here, well, we can try, since we have already one of the plugs here. So, okay, for example, let's try this. How far can you stretch it? Oh, very impressive. Well, okay, it needs to kind of go a little bit around, right? Yeah, it seems like you can stretch it. Let's say here-ish. You can stretch it about 1.5 meters, almost 2 meters out from the charger. Okay, so I didn't want to try that because if I, for some reason, would fail it, I need to deduct time and everything, so I don't want to do that, but yeah. So now we know. Okay, there was a fossil car. He stopped, and then he waved at me. I'm like, huh? Well, it's one of my followers. Lamborghini. I need to check the tires. It's 335. Wow, P0. Huh? They seem to be 335, 30. Okay, whatever. You guys want to see the rest of the car, right? Look at this. Wow. Wow, it's really tight here. And then the back here is just car stuff. What, how many banana boxes can you fit here? How many banana boxes?
Yeah, the 12 banana boxes.
12 banana boxes. So the frunk is here. Well, it's a cool car though. Nice. You see, he just filled up within a couple, like, that was literally just 2 minutes. Wait, was it full tank?
No, I just topped it off.
Ah, okay. Okay, so we can have full tank? No. But yeah, just topped up, and now he probably has 100 kilometers extra range. But I need to stay here 20 more minutes. Oh. So interesting, the owner, he told me that, okay, this is the Diablo 6.0. It's a 6 liter. How many cylinders?
12.
12 cylinders, holy shit. And it's the facelift, VT. This is all-wheel drive, but it says that the all-wheel drive system is like, there's like viscose thingy, whatever. Once it feels the traction is slipping, it goes to the front. So, but the whole front drive system also weighs like 100 kilometers. But man, it's like, this Lamborghini is like one of those cars you would have on a poster on the wall in the 90s. Yeah, it's a pretty cool car. Damn, is it rear engine? Okay, anyway, it's pretty cool. I talked to the guy, but I still need to do my thing now. I still have some time left. Oh, it is nice to get some food again. Oh. But yeah, so now I went for just a single hot dog, not a double sausage penetration. And then, well, we still have some time, maybe around 10 minutes. Yeah. So now, when I eat this, then I will have no idea when I get the bad stomach, if it's from this hot dog or the microwave hot dog. But at least The 1,000 kilometer challenge is complete when you have all the elements. Oh shit, man. All right, the final run. We are at 824.6 kilometers, so the car counts distance exactly. And then when it counts time, we take the current time plus 1 hour and 15 minutes. So we are about to hit the 10-hour mark. Oh shit! And we still need to drive around 170 kilometers before we're done. Oh, can we actually do it in 11:20 like I predict? Well, let's find out. We charged 70%. Well, we had 70%. We are already down to 68%. Oh shit! Uh-oh, we are now in Alnabru, and it's almost 10 in the morning now, Sunday morning, and the Sunday drivers are out. The left lane huggers club, Norwegian left lane huggers club is out, and man. Plus that we have the winter speed limit. There is a stretch that is normally 70, limit is 60 now during winter, and there is another longer stretch that is usually 110 that is now 100. So you actually lose several minutes there. Plus these Nisse. Are you guys? Can you guys stop being Norwegian, please? No, what the heck are they doing? Oh shit. Okay, whatever. This is a bus lane. I can use the bus lane on weekends. Is bus lane coming up soon? Yeah. On weekends I can use the bus lane. Fully legally, alone. Let's see. Yeah, Monday, Friday, there is restriction. Then EVs can't use this lane, but hydrogen cars can use it. Lol. But okay. Now let's finish this. Man, we are almost done now, and there's just more and more campers on the road. You see, I'm not even tailgating like some of the guys in front. There's a Toyota BZ4X. Okay, there's only one thing to do. We just deduct a couple of minutes, which usually means we round down. Once we 999, shave off a couple of minutes. No need to do any illegal maneuvers, because I always drive at the speed limit and I always drive legally. You see here, we have a temporary 90 zone for around 4 kilometers. Of course, that also adds or slows down things. You know, like 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there, it becomes minutes. All right, let's do the countdown. 9990, 9991, 9992, 9993, 994, 995, 996, 997, 998, 9999, 1000. Time 10, 12. That is 11 hours and 27 minutes. So we round it to 11:25 then. Okay. It's not going to be 11:20, right? Okay, it's still fine. Consumption 389. Wow. Impressive indeed. But now I'm down to 6% and I still need to get home. I'm 17 kilometers away from home now. Oh, you have enough juice? Oh. Hallelujah, I'm in sanctuary. Oh shit, that was close, man. I was getting all kinds of warning, low power charge now. I came in with 4%, I had around 30% power left. The car was feeling like a TDI without the T. Oh, but we're done now. Okay, I just need to charge a couple of minutes and then I can go back home. But now, let's see, the beast from the east, it made it. Yeah, but you see, the plastic is still here, the protective plastic. It stays there until the day you sell the car, like a true Asian. But you see, 11:25, why was it slower than my prediction? Because I estimated that the best case would be actually be 11:15. Well, it was based on a range test I did in plus 11 degrees Celsius, and then last night now it was around 6 degrees. So the consumption was slightly higher. We needed to charge slightly more, and that's probably why we were 5 to 10 minutes slower. Yeah, plus that I charged 70% a couple of times. I lost a couple of minutes there. But yeah, so anyway, it's still pretty good. 11:25, if you look at the Ford F-150, it did it in 11:45, so that's 20 minutes slower. But okay, to be fair, the F-150 was at minus 3 to 7 degrees Celsius, so the average temp was lower. But it consumed 447 watt-hour per kilometer. I still get the impression that this eTerron 9 is more efficient than F-150, but F-150 is bigger, right? But you see here, compared to the old variant, right? 13.5 hours on the ET90, and that was only rear-wheel drive, and it was a lot warmer, 14 to 18 degrees Celsius, but the consumption was 404, not found, no? But the consumption on the old eTerron was higher, despite that it was warmer outside. And not only that, but the eTerron, the ET90, it could only cruise at 120 kilowatt max. Yeah, and it had no cruise control. So the way I did it was no adaptive cruise control, no auto steer, no cruise control. So I just floor it with the old ET90, and then I would hit 127 something on the speedo, and that was 120 GPS speed. That was my cruise control. So, you know, compared to the ET90, this eTerron is a lot better. You have no idea. You must have tried it like I did. I tried that old, I would say, the piece of shit car. It was so bad. The infotainment has almost nothing. The car had quite poor features. The comfort was bad because it was just regular spring, and it was tuned for maximum load. So as long as you don't have much load, like I had no load, then it was like super bouncy and uncomfortable. But here with air suspension, it can adjust it and, you know, give you good comfort now also. And then the ride is just way better. It has much more power. It charges way faster. It has a bigger battery. What I'm saying is that everything here is better than the old ET90, and it's even on par with the more expensive F-150. So this is now until in 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks, I test the Musu EV, which is the Korean. It's from it's a Korean car. Need to test it, and then eventually I should also test the Isuzu D-Max. Yeah, it's called D-Max EV. See how well they can handle it. But so far, I would say that this Maxus is the best Maxus I ever tested. And in the past, the Maxuses, or the Maxi, what they were plural of Maxus, they have been quite shitty, to be brutally honest. Like the E-Deliver 3 is just so noisy, really bare bone, has nothing. The Maxus Ioniq 5 was also, okay, the newer ones are probably better. And then we have the Mifa 9. That was actually one of the better. Yeah, true. But this is the best pickup I've tried so far. I would claim that it's the best price for the money. So if companies are looking for a good pickup truck, go check this one out. Yes, highly recommended by Teslabjorn or Bjorn. Yeah. That's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.